Well, everybody, Toronto Blue Jays opening day pitcher Alek Manoah is back. After just 1 month not being with the team, Alek Manoah has gotten the call from the Toronto Blue Jays, and he's going to be starting the game this Friday versus Detroit per John Schneider. And let me tell you, folks, there are a lot of mixed emotions on this one. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we are obviously going to be talking about the big news with Alek Manoah returning and really breaking down how I think this is going to go. If you enjoy Toronto Blue Jays and MLB content and discussion like this, then I encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button. We are getting very close to 15K, which would just be incredible. All right, folks, let's get into the video. Now, before I talk about how I feel about all of this, let's first address what you guys are thinking. Directly after the news broke, I posted a poll on Twitter, and just after it got over 100 votes, I wanted to go in, check on it, and see where it was at. And it was pretty clear at that point that the majority of the community was not a fan of this move. And they really weren't quiet about it, folks. You had pictures of John Schneider as a clown. You had people saying that you really need to question the GM and the manager on this one. And then you also had some more level-headed comments just blatantly asking the question why this seems very fast. And let's talk about that. Alek Manoah, when he wasn't with the team, had 2 starts, one of them in the Florida Complex Leagues and then one of them in Double-A. In the Florida Complex League start, Alek Manoah got absolutely shelled, and frankly, he kind of looked like he was going in the wrong direction. But then in Double-A, he had a really solid outing, went 5 innings, 1 earned run, and had 10 strikeouts to go along with it. Now, that is great, and I think a lot of Toronto Blue Jays fans, myself included, were very happy to hear that he is starting to do well in the minor leagues. But that's literally it. In the month that Alek Manoah hasn't been with the team, he's pitched 5 good innings of baseball, and now he's back in the MLB. And in case you guys have forgotten, because it has been a month, Alek Manoah is going to be returning to a negative 1.1 WAR and a 6.36 ERA. Obviously, really bad. So with all this being said, was this the right move, or did they bring him up too fast? I'm thinking that they brought him up pretty quick.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway Breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Detroit is not a good lineup whatsoever, so that part of it makes a ton of sense to me, right? You'd obviously want to have Alek Manoah starting against a not-so-good opponent, so his chances of success are just that much better. But what doesn't make sense to me at all is that we're doing this with the All-Star break literally a week away. Manoah has had one good start in the minor leagues, and finally, when we get to the All-Star break, when the Toronto Blue Jays team is going to get that breather that they need, now is when we decide to bring Alek Manoah back up. I guess I'm just thinking to myself, like, wouldn't this be the perfect time for Alek Manoah to continue to get starts in the minor leagues? Like, maybe even just one more while the Toronto Blue Jays are taking a break and resting up, and they actually don't need him. Now, even though I feel that way, my opinion is 100% subjective to one thing. We have absolutely no idea what is going on behind the scenes with Alek Manoah, with his personal trainers, with just the pitching coaches, with literally everything, right? We just don't have that information. So if Alek Manoah is actually back to form, if he is that guy that he was in 2022, then of course, you bring him up, you have him pitch all of the innings if he could, right? Because that player in 2022 was incredible. He was sensational. It's almost a travesty that he did not win Cy Young. So in the management's defense, if that is what's happening right now, if all he needed was 1 month, then great, bring him up. But on the other hand, and I think this is where a lot of Toronto Blue Jays fans are coming from, if he isn't fully ready, if we are just doing this to do this because we're hoping that he is going to be 100%, then this is the wrong move, right? Because if he is not 100% back to form, and if he was to walk in on Friday and, get lit up by the Detroit Tigers, that is going to weigh on a guy. That is going to weigh on a guy, especially when he's going to have the next week to watch his teammates go to the All-Star game, and the only thing he's going to be thinking about is that last start in Detroit. So the management needs to be sure that Alek Manoah is ready to go, and if that is the case right now, then I couldn't be more excited. Either way, folks, this is just another stop on the roller coaster ride that is the 2023 Toronto Blue Jays, and I am just praying that it is a good one. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and go Jays go.